Today we're going to learn all about bullying in adulthood and how it can have great impact on individuals today and for many futures to come if we don't do something about this now. The majority of individuals simply do not understand how severely bullying can physically, mentally, and emotionally affect adults. It is not uncommon to be bullied as an adult. In this speech, I will explain the types of bullying we face as adults, the severity of adult bullying, the major effects it has on adults, and why we should stop ignoring it and finally do something to put an end to it. There are different types of adult bullying. The first one I want to address is discrimination. First, let's understand what bullying is. The Anti-Bullying Alliance defines bullying as the repetitive, intentional hurting of one person or group by another person or group where the relationship involves an imbalance of power. Keep in mind that this can occur in any situation where someone, either in power or in a convenient situation, uses their advantages to inconvenience another. This can happen regardless of age, surroundings, or beliefs. Now that we understand this, let's discuss adult bullying. Although times have changed, there are still many adults that are discriminated against every day. This can be due to age, ethnicity, social status, weight class, religion, gender, and/or gender identity. Many researchers have discovered that discrimination can lead to stress, depression, anger, and unhealthy practices such as the use of alcohol, tobacco, and self-neglect. There are laws that prohibit discrimination, but it still occurs. We can try to cope with this serious issue by seeking support and focusing on the positive things about ourselves. It's always beneficial to remind yourself that you can overcome hatred and surround yourself with others who love, understand, and want to help you. The next form of adult bullying that I will discuss is manipulation. This type of bullying can occur anywhere. When individuals are manipulated, it can majorly influence their decision making and have a serious impact on their cognitive control. They do this by using either bribery or threats. This gives the manipulator all of the power, which they then use to control the individual even more. They continue to do this because each time it works, the manipulator gains more power. Always trust your gut and seek help because if you don't, they may end up controlling you forever. The last type of bullying that I will discuss is abuse in domestic relationships. Domestic abuse can result in the victim experiencing severe depression, disassociation with society, and lack of interest in social and physical activities. Domestic abuse occurs in 4 stages. Stage 1. Tension is building up, causing the victim to feel uneasy and apologize unnecessarily or have remorse for no apparent reason. Stage 2. Abuse begins whether physical, mental, or emotional. Stage 3. The abuser apologizes for the abuse, promising not to do it again, and blames the victim for provoking them. Stage 4. The abuse stops and the abuser begins to play nice in order to trick the victim into trusting them again so they will not leave. Now that we understand the stages of domestic abuse, we can discuss the consequences of such actions. It upsets me to say that unfortunately, there is not much being done about this. When an individual is physically attacked by their domestic partner, police require evidence before they begin to do something about it. This means that the victim must have a black eye, a scratch, or something that shows that they have been attacked. My question is, why? Just because police don't see marks doesn't mean that abuse never occurred. Maybe the abuser did slap or hit the victim, but not hard enough to leave a bruise or a mark. So why must we wait until our abusers abuse us even worse before something gets done? Even when the victim has what police call proof, they only hold the abuser in jail until they make bail, in which case abusers go right back to abusing their victims. Most people's reactions are, just leave them. But sometimes it's not that easy. Research shows that some abusers will continue to stalk, harass, threaten, and even harm or kill the victim long after separation. Research shows that 70% of reported domestic violence injuries occurred after the victim had already separated from the abuser. Never be afraid to tell someone outside of the authorities, like a family member or a friend, if these things are occurring in your life. You can also seek professional help to cope with the issue if you're no longer experiencing it, even if you're no longer experiencing it. There's plenty of help and resources for bullied children and teens, but when it comes to adults who suffer the same issues, most people's reactions are suck it up. You're grown. This is not to say that children and teens do not matter, but as adults, we are human too, and we do deserve better. We deserve to be cared for. We deserve better than this. Stop adult bullying. Thank you.